Good afternoon. Happy Saturday afternoon. Let's do some one hand push up in a long time, shall we? Okay. Okay, one hand push up. Please feel free to do it with me. Ah, yeah. Okay. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay. Oh, that should be good. Ah. All right. For martial arts, well, maybe jump kicks, right? Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that should be good. Let's take 5 minutes, please. Thank you. Whew. Whew. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we got quite a few items to talk about today. Let's grab some drinks. Let me have some Toms because I'm going to start drinking. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, let's see. Always slow start, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, today I vacuum my carpets, vacuum all the floors in the three-bedroom house. Yeah, I do that like once vacuuming. Yeah, toilet bowl I clean it every morning. Okay, yeah, and running laundry of course. Yeah, it's just weekend chore, right? So yeah, happy Saturday afternoon, and um, so yesterday Friday night live with Honkily. Yeah, it went very well. So there were no Zoom meeting participants, but some my friends visiting me, just watching along live. That's very kind of generous of you and my friends. Okay, yeah, it was nice. And sometimes my friends also make some Facebook comments. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And yeah, good interaction. But Zoom participation, that's extremely rare. That happened like once. Okay. Episode 4. Okay. So, yeah, but even very well. It's just like this monologue, one man show, sit down comedy, stand up comedy kind of deal, gig. Yeah. Uh, so what did I talk about yesterday? The Friday Night Live with Honky Lee. We talked about Afghanistan. Okay. It's interesting history. I mean, I'm not too worried about Afghanistan. I don't think Taliban is as bad as people may think. I don't think so. I don't think Taliban is as bad as people think. So even if Taliban take over, which it did, like by now, like 80% of Afghanistan, yeah, it's taken over by Taliban. Uh, but I'm not worried because I don't think Taliban is too bad. I don't think so. I don't think they're as bad as people may think. Okay, so that's why I'm not worried about Afghanistan. Okay, and they are notorious for hiding Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda. I mean, Al Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, they are bad, okay, but they are not Afghanistanis. They are Saudi Arabians, okay. Al Qaeda people, yeah, they were Saudi Arabians. Osama bin Laden, he was not Afghanistani. He was Saudi Arabian, okay. I'm not saying Saudi Arabia is a bad country, no. I'm just saying Afghanistan, they harboring Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda. Well, it's out of charity. In Islam, there's this emphasis on charity. Okay, so they are being good Muslims when they hid Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda. Okay, it was an act of charity. Okay, compassion, sympathy. Okay, Afghanistanis, they did not cause 9/11. They did not. They were not co-conspirators of 9/11 attack. No, Taliban was not part of that plan. Okay, Taliban aided and abetted this fugitive after the fact, which is also a crime. Yeah, I get it. I learned. I'm a lawyer. You know, I know criminal law, although I don't practice criminal law, but I had to study it. Okay. Uh, let's say there's this known criminal. If you hide a known criminal as opposed to calling the police, then you can go to jail for it. It is also considered as a crime. Okay. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, they're kind of Taliban kind of guilty, but at least I can appreciate uh, the practicing Muslim. Is it called like something like zakat or something? The charity is also found in Christianity too. Okay, but it is criminal crime. Okay, to hide a known criminal. Okay, as opposed to calling the police. Okay? But they didn't cause 9/11. No, I don't think Taliban is too bad. I don't think so. There's some reports of like gender discrimination, oppression of women, and killing, executing Afghanistani government soldiers even after they uh, surrendered. Yeah, but that's how Middle East is. Okay, it's not they are not as civilized as we are. Okay, so they do that stuff. Okay, even some American soldiers. Okay, they did commit war crimes, and they were pardoned by one Mr. Trump. Okay, there's some allegation about U.S. military personnel killing prisoners. Okay, war crimes. Even Americans commit that stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's one of those bad things that happen during wars. Okay, so but I'm not too worried. I don't think Taliban is as bad as people may think. Okay, so yeah, I'm not too worried. about Afghanistan. Okay. So yesterday, after the episode, okay, I watched this documentary about special forces back in the days. They did some operation in Afghanistan, and some of their colleagues died. Okay, some interpreters, Afghanistan citizen, and some other military people died in special forces operation. Okay, and they cried. Okay, there's this African American soldier, Caucasian American soldier. Okay, and they cried over the coffin of Asian American soldier who passed away during special forces operation. Okay, so there was a lesson of the documentary. Okay, and I watched it, and after that, I cried for like 5 minutes in the bathroom. Yeah, you have black guy, white guy, and Asian guy, and Asian guy died, and this black guy, white guy, they cried. Yeah, the brotherly love in U.S. Army Special Forces, regardless of race, right? Yeah, that really moved my heart. Okay, so I cried for like 5 minutes after that. Yeah, war is not good. I would not have invaded Afghanistan if I was president. Okay, even after 9/11, correct. I mean, it's didn't work. Huh? Well, another way to look at it, maybe it did work. Maybe all the billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, American taxpayers' money spent in Iraq, Afghanistan, I don't think it was wasted. I think they did change for the better. Okay. So in a sense, it did work. Okay. But would I have invaded Afghanistan, Iraq, even after 9/11? No, I would not have. We're sorry about 9/11. It's horrible. It's massacre, genocide, mass murder. Yeah, it's bad, 9/11. Very bad. But, and we want to prevent that, right? Yeah, we do want to prevent such terrorism. Uh, so after 9/11, yeah, there was no such foreign terrorism anymore, right? Not in that scale. So maybe it did work. Maybe it has some deterrence effect. I don't know. Nobody knows. We cannot know. Why? Because human history, there's no alternative human history. Human history is linear. It's not two-dimensional. There's no alternative course of history. We can imagine about the past alternative history or future potential course of history. We can imagine who we want, but only one path ends up happening. History is linear. Okay, it's not two-dimensional. It's one-dimensional. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, we got a lot to talk about today. Okay, it's chilly. Okay. Yeah, so I woke up this morning, maybe it was like 7 o'clock or something. Then I started studying the Pebble 20,000 page long paper. I was reading like chapter 6. Okay. Then I fell asleep in the middle and then went to bed. Woke up around like 11, brushed my teeth and restarted reading chapter 6. Then I got done with it. Okay. Finished chapter 6. Okay. There are 50 chapters. I think it will take about 2 months to finish reading 20,000 pages. I don't read all every single detail. Okay, many of them, those pages are diagrams and tables, data. Okay, I don't read like every single page, but many times just flipping through. Okay, making some notes. Okay, it would probably take 2 months to go over that, all of it. Okay, at least flipping through pages in PDF documents. Okay, so yeah. After that, yeah, vacuum by floor and laundry stuff. So, uh, in media, they compare Afghanistan situation with Vietnam. Okay, there is some similarity. Okay, like U.S. embassy people evacuating Kabul embassy, American embassy in Kabul, the capital city. Have I been to Kabul? Yeah, yeah. I just stopped by. I didn't station in Kabul when I was deployed to Afghanistan. I was stationed somewhere else. Where? I cannot tell you. Okay, so those are kind of confidential. Eh? So, um, yeah, we did stop by Kabul. Okay, to go to our main base. Okay, yeah, and hopefully Taliban, if they take over Kabul, hopefully they don't execute people. Hopefully they don't kill anybody. Okay, yeah. In Jesus, Amen. Okay, I pray for them. Okay, that's what I can do. And I mean, if it counts, okay, it will serve their purpose. Okay, the Taliban, they kind of became more diplomatic. They're more conscious of international community. They have spokesperson, they have press release. Okay, Taliban people, they became very westernized over the 2 decades. Okay, so I think it worked. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's a failed mission. I don't think so. I think Afghanistan, including Taliban, I think they become better people. Okay, and more civilized, more westernized. Okay, which is a good thing in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm optimistic about Afghanistan. Okay, I'm not worried at all. Okay, cheers. So all the investments, sacrifices made in Afghanistan, Iraq, I don't think it was in vain. I think it did work, and they will evolve and continue to evolve, and they will become better and better, just like any other human history. Iraq, Iran, oh yeah, they will have great bright future. I have no doubt. North Korea, Iran, too, Russia as well, Cuba, yeah, they will all get better. It will just take time. How long? I don't know. But as a student of history, that I know, yeah, humanity always evolve for the better. Okay, sometimes it takes centuries. Okay, sexism. disappeared in America less than 100 years ago. When was the first time women had were given right to vote? That's like 100 years ago, right? Something like that. Huh? Not too long ago, okay? It was a radical idea back then, okay? But it did happen not too long ago in America. Sexism, okay? Yeah. So, Vietnam War, yeah, technically America lost. And communist, I put double quote because there's no such a thing as communist country, okay? Every single country out there that they call themselves communism, it's a lie, okay? So communism in name only, okay? China, Cuba, Russia, Vietnam, they are all meritocracy based. And also, if they study hard, work harder, study harder, yeah, they make more money in those communist countries. Yeah. They are very much capitalistic. Okay, let me close that window. When a car drive by, I can hear it when window is open. Okay, so that's how I can tell. So America lost Vietnam War. It's like ideological law, ideological war, like capitalism versus communism, right? In name only, though. Okay. And America likewise lost the war in Afghanistan. It was ideological war as well. It's a traditional Islam-based like regime versus more westernized democracy stuff. Ideological war, okay. And America lost technically in Afghanistan, okay. But they did not lose in Korean War though. They it's more like a tie because right now it's North Korea and South Korea, right? If American troops in South Korea, if they get out, what would happen? Would North Korea invade South Korea and South Korea become part of North Korea and it become dictatorship, North Korean dictatorship in the entire Korean peninsula? That might happen, but that's not likely. Why? Because South Korea has become too powerful geopolitically and economically. Okay. So North Korea, I don't think, let's say hypothetically, if American military get out of South Korea, will North Korea invade South Korea? I doubt it. Why? Because North Koreans are very smart people. North Korean politicians, including Mr. Kim Jong Un, those are very smart people. Okay, because South Korea is just too big. I mean, when it comes to military, South Korea military is not as strong as North Korea military. Okay, just by the sheer numbers and North Korea, they have nuclear power as well. They have nuclear bombs. That's working. Okay, yeah. So, but South Korea didn't have very strong. Well, they have fairly strong military, South Korea, but it's just not as strong as North Korea. Okay? So, if American military get out of South Korea, will North Korea attack, invade South Korea? They might. I don't know. Okay. But it's possible that they won't. I don't know. In humanology, we don't jump into prediction. We don't. We just think about potential, possible alternative courses of universe in the future because that's all we can do. We just imagine different scenarios in the future. Okay. If North Korea invades South Korea after US military pulls out, hypothetically, how long will it take for South Korea to become part of North Korea? How long will it take? Or will South Korean military able to defeat North Korea? Will foreign countries come to aid South Korea? Or just watch it happen? This is what's happening in Afghanistan. When Taliban is surrounding Kabul today, August of 2021, all the foreign military presence like Canada, Britain, America, they are just getting out of there. They don't want to be involved. Even if Taliban is taking over more westernized Afghanistan government, their democracy. Okay. But other countries, they're not helping at all. They're just watching it happen. Okay. Will the same thing happen in Korea? If America military get out of South Korea and hypothetically North Korea invades South Korea and no countries are helping North Korea, no countries are helping South Korea, so they're just left alone. Just like what's happening in Afghanistan right now. Okay. Then South Koreans alone, will they able to fend off North Korea? I don't know. I know South Korea have some good soldiers. They have South Korean special forces, Marines, Navy, Air Force. They have that stuff. Okay. But they don't have nuclear bomb though. Okay. North Korea does. Does North Korea have special forces? Oh yeah. They have that too. North Korean special forces. Hmm? Yeah. So beside those hypotheticals, America's war in like Korean War, it was a success. Unlike Vietnam, unlike Afghanistan. But actually, in Vietnam and Afghanistan, I don't think it was a total failure. I think American presence in Vietnam and Afghanistan did make positive changes to Vietnam and Afghanistan, in my opinion. I don't think it was a failure. I don't think it was a waste. I think it was a good investment. I don't think all those investment sacrifices were in vain. I think they did a good job, and I think it worked somewhat. I think they brought positive changes to Vietnam and Afghanistan and Iraq. Okay? Well, cheers. Hmm? I think it worked somewhat. Okay. It will continue to work. Let them evolve. Okay. Let them just evolve. Take their own speed. Okay. And look at Vietnam. It's doing great. All the manufacturing jobs in South Korea, they get outsourced to Vietnam, Bangladesh, India. They used to outsource it to China, but nowadays China labor cost is not cheap, not anymore. Okay, so yeah, so South Korea and other countries they outsource the manufacturing labor intensive jobs like making clothing and shoes and whatever. Sometimes electronics too. Okay, they outsource those jobs to Vietnam, Bangladesh, India. Okay, and they're making very good money there. Okay. Yeah. So Vietnam, they're doing great. Okay. Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, Iran. Yeah, give them time. Okay, they'll turn around. Okay, they get better eventually. Okay. Yeah, give them time. All right, they get better. I have no doubt. Okay. Palestinians, Israel, give them some time. Okay. Eventually, they stop the war. All right. There will be peace eventually. It will take some time. I don't know how long, but it might take some time. But we'll help them too. Yeah. To achieve peace, understanding. Okay. Yeah. Will. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes break, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very optimistic person. So not a single worry in the world. Always happy, happy, happy. Uh, so I just looked it up. Yeah, women's voting right in America. Yeah, it's 101 years ago. 19th Amendment in year 1920. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Kinda 100 years ago. About right? Yeah. So yeah, Afghanistan, Iran, Syria. Let them take time. Okay. Yeah. All the sexism there. Yeah. Let them take time. Okay. It will happen eventually. Equal gender equality. It will happen eventually. What else? Okay. Um, yeah, yeah, BTS, Blackpink, not my cup of tea, but I do appreciate them because BTS, they show the world that Asian males can be attractive, right? I appreciate that, okay? Yeah. And Blackpink, they show to the world that Asian females can be very attractive, okay? Yeah, I appreciate that, okay? Although, not a huge fan of either K-pop contemporary bands, but I do appreciate them, okay? Let's say what needs to be said. Huh? Okay. I think my legs are pretty, so I will show you just a little bit of my legs. Perennial narcissist, sure. I might go to dance club and karaoke bar tonight. I might. Okay. Yeah. Because I kind of enjoy that stuff nowadays. Yeah. After this, yeah, I just eat, take a long nap. Probably wake up like 8, 7 o'clock, I guess. After a long nap. By then I'll be stone cold sober and hmm, I might go to karaoke bar, dance club. Yeah. So, what else? So last night I had very long sleep, so I had some dreams and I remember, okay, it was like I was in well, I enrolled to some school program. Then I realized I haven't been attending classes. I haven't been doing homeworks. So I was thinking about dropping out of school. What kind of problem was that? It could have been PhD or law school. I dropped out of PhD in real life, but I finished law school. Okay, um, but in this dream, I'm not quite sure what kind of school that was, what kind of degree that was. It's either PhD or law school. Okay, something like that. So that's one dream I had. Second dream I had that I remember. It was like I was dating a lady. Okay, and she parked her car next to an apartment complex in Pampo, where I grew up. Okay, and but I forgot about it, so I was like 10 to 15 minutes late. And so in my dream, that girlfriend of mine, she was a babysitter, and she had some children in her car. Okay, I guess she was still babysitting. Okay, okay, and then another dream I had. It was some kind of animal farm. So there's some lambs, sheep. Okay, there's this mother sheep and those baby sheep like lambs. they were sticking upside down on the belly of this mother ship. Okay, drinking milk, whatever. Okay, and they harvested ship's hide and make it into tan it and make it into some kind of rug. So I was asking them, okay, I'm gonna buy this sheep hide, the like bear hide rug. Okay, they made it with sheep in this dream. Okay, okay, yeah. So how much is it? And the lady said, $85, please. Oh, okay. Hey, in my pocket, I have this in my wallet, $100 bill. Yeah, Benjamin. Okay, so here. Okay, thank you. And she gave me like $15 change, and I bought that. And I asked the lady, uh, yeah, so this sheep rug, sheep hide, how do I wash it? I mean, obviously, I don't think I can just put in the laundry, right? Do I dry clean it, or how do I wash this thing? Just what? Vacuum over it? Okay. Interesting dreams, right? Very random, right? Yeah. Hmm. So after this episode, I'm gonna do some singing and dancing. Okay. I'm inclined to watch this music video. New Kids on the Block, the right stuff. Okay. Yeah. What else? Well, quite recently, I wrote and submitted two letters to editors, and one of them has not been published. So I don't think they have published it. So I just published it on my campaign website. And the other one, I'm still waiting. Okay, because it's not the due date yet. Okay, so I kind of had early submission. Okay, so about in a week I will know. Okay, if they don't publish it, I just publish it in my campaign website. No problem. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and we'll talk about electric vehicle. Okay, which I talked about yesterday, Friday night with Hunky. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes, please. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Some funny story, okay? I mean, Friday Night Live with Honky Lee, okay? It's so unpopular these days. Even Zoom bombers don't come. I mean, Zoom, yeah, they kind of give me a warning every time I advertise it, okay? Yeah, like around noon ish, Friday. Yeah, copy and paste the Zoom meeting. Yeah, passcode and website address. And I advertise in three places: Facebook, Twitter, and my campaign website. Okay, anybody can join it. Okay, so yeah, Zoom they detected in the Twitter. Okay, so they give warning. Hey, that's not very safe, risky. Zoom bombers, be aware of that. But my response would be, hey, this Friday Night Live with Honky Lee, this Zoom meeting is so unpopular. Even Zoom bombers they don't come. Okay, so well, thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. It's just a couple of my friends out of compassion. Okay, sympathy. Okay, so yeah, they don't participate though. They just watch along, maybe for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, my friends. Yeah, yeah, but there's no participants. There was one time, episode 4, and we had a very good time there. Okay? It was like a party. Okay? But I guess Zoom bombers. I mean, Friday Night Live with Honky Lee. I mean, on Fridays, I guess they go to parties, house parties. Zoom bombers, I guess they go to bars, clubs, hang out. Friday night, okay, whatever. Okay, but yeah, Friday night with Honky Lee. It's Friday night, so that's how I party by myself at home. Zoom meeting, okay. Friday night live with Honky Lee, okay. Yeah, that's how I party. Why did I pick Friday? Because Happy Friday is Friday, right? Yeah. After last night episode, Friday night live with Honky Lee. Yeah, I did some singing and dancing, like YouTube music videos. Yeah, it was nice. It was Friday night, so Saturday morning, yeah, I can sleep late. I don't go to work, so it was nice. Just by myself. Yeah. I mean, people may think, oh, look at him, he's so pathetic, miserable, lonely. Nobody wants him. No, he's a loser. Not gonna vote for him. Lily lose. Loser Lee. Mr. Loser Lee. Hmm? Yeah, the thing is, I mean, I came to Alaska to be alone. So I got what I want. I love people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not antisocial or anything. I like being alone. I enjoy space, quietude. Yeah. I like being by myself. So no need to feel sorry about me. Okay. I'm doing fine. Okay. So flying car. Yeah. Yeah. I think flying car is the future. Okay. It could be propeller based or engine based, but it will have to be fossil fuel based. Okay. Electric flying car, that's impossible. Okay. Electric car is not a good concept. It's fuel inefficient. Okay. We talked about that before, so we are not gonna repeat it. Okay. Electric car is a fad. It will just come and go. Okay. It's a bad concept. Elon Musk, he's wasting money. Okay. Mr. Biden, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's scientifically illiterate. Okay. Electric car is a bad concept. It's very inefficient concept. Okay. It will come and go. Okay. Yeah. The future is flying car based on fossil fuel. It could be like drone, like propellers, or it could be jet engine based, long distance travel. Okay. Flying car, that's the future. Okay. Electric vehicle, that's not the future. What is it? It's junk science, junk engineering, ignorance. It's a fad. It'll go away. How long will it take for people to realize electric car is a bad concept? I don't know, but my guess, less than a decade. Okay. People will realize. Okay. Okay. So that's that. So me coming to Alaska, okay, to some friends of mine, they know a lot about me, okay? My close friends, okay? Also family members, okay? 6 years ago, 2015, when I graduated from law school, my friends asked me, okay, dude, you're going to Alaska. Why Alaska, man? I'm like, oh, adventurism, nature, clean air, clean water, space, freedom, hiking. That's true. That's one of many reasons. Okay. So they didn't quite understand my friends, family members. Okay, why did Why did you decide to go to Alaska after your top 10 law school credential? I mean, you could have gone to like New York, Chicago, San Francisco, make big money in big cities. You went to Michigan Law. That's top 10 law school. Huh? Why Alaska? We'll take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest. Okay, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Yeah. Please feel free to take on any other guesses if you want to. Why did I come to Alaska? There are many reasons, okay? Yeah, please feel free to take a guess if you want to, okay? In general, why people come to Alaska in general, right? Yeah. So before we get into the reason why some people and myself came to Alaska, this is rather involved topic. Okay, so before that, yeah, let's talk about something else real quick. Okay, so uh, some friends of mine kind of curious. Okay, yeah, about my legal practice as an attorney. So, but yeah, what kind of law do I practice? Personal injuries, workers' compensation. Okay, in Matsu Valley. That's all I can tell. Why? I confidential information. Okay, I cannot talk about our clients. No, that's confidential. Okay, by law. Okay, what do I do as a lawyer? I'm a kind of jack of all trade. Okay, yeah, I'm also a notary in the state of Alaska. Okay, so yeah, notarize documents and I do a lot of paralegals job. Okay, like mailing, preparing envelopes. Also, as a former IT tech, information technology technician, also computer programmer. Okay, I help my colleagues with computer softwares installation, technical support as a former computer programmer. Okay, I work in a very small law office. Okay, yeah. So yeah, help them with that and printing, scanning. I do a lot of paralegals job. Okay. Other than that, as a lawyer, yeah, prepare, write letters, motions, briefs, legal research. I do that too. In trials, yeah, I do. We do go trials. Okay, trial lawyers. Okay, yeah. Do I make some arguments in trials? Yeah, every now and then. Okay. Depositions? Yeah, every now and then. Yeah. I do that stuff too. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's that. Now, why did I come to Alaska? Okay. Well, that was back in 2015, May, late May, after I graduated from Michigan Law School, okay, Ann Arbor, Michigan. All right. And I watched these TV documentaries about Alaska, like Yukon Man, Alaska the Rest Frontier, and in YouTube, yeah, Vice channel, like about Mr. Hymercorth, Alaskan Boondock Saint, okay, homesteader in Enwa area. Yeah, like braving Alaska. He and some other. people who live out there. Okay, I was fascinated. Okay, there was prime reason. Okay, I wanted to be a part of this Alaskan adventure. That was main draw. Okay, but there were some other reasons. 2015, if you remember, America, okay, yeah, the legalization of gay marriage, okay. So during President Barack Obama's era, actually President Obama and also Justice Ginsburg paid visit in Ann Arbor, Michigan law school. Okay, they did, but I didn't go there. Why? Back then, 2015, I was far right, Republican, conservative, Christian. Okay, back then, okay, I didn't go there. President Obama, Justice Ginsburg, when they paid visit to our campus, Ann Arbor, Michigan. My friends attended, but they kind of liberal. Okay, I wasn't, so I didn't go there. When I was in law school there for 2 years, between like 2013 and 2015. Okay, 2 years. I graduated. Okay, so yeah, legalization of gay marriage, U.S. Supreme Court case. Okay, yeah, I was like, yeah, Law 48 is becoming way too liberal, so I have to get out of there. Okay, so I came here, Alaska, 6 years ago, 2015. Okay, then later on, something horrible happened in Law 48, like COVID-19. That was the last year, 2020. Okay, COVID-19, BLM. It was a mess during President Trump's era. Okay, he did a horrible job in both accounts. Okay, yeah, Law 48 was a mess last year. In Alaska, we are having a ball. Okay, it's clean air, clean water, plenty of space. Not much COVID-19, not much BLM. Okay, very peaceful. When the Law 48 was like burning and people are dying, right? So some friends of mine asked me because they know I'm kind of religious. Like I study like saints, religions, and prophets. So some close friends of mine and family members, because they know I admire prophets, and maybe they observed me, my close friends and family members, me kind of emulating saints and prophets, kind of imitating them. So they asked me, okay, hey, did you know this would happen as a prophet wannabe? Did you predict this COVID-19, BLM, all this mess in Law 48? Did you know it would happen? Is that why you went to Alaska like 5 years ago? My reaction? Yeah, my response is, yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, why? I mean, I'm a student of history. Okay, so Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii, this corruption, moral degeneration, like homosexuality, Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii, homosexuality, sexual immorality, degeneration. After that, some natural disaster, right? Yeah, like God's punishment, Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii. So that was one of the reasons why I came to Alaska. Did I foresee it? Just a little bit. 2015 legalization of gay marriage by U.S. Supreme Court. President Obama legalization of gay marriage, just like in Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii. Okay, so yeah, something bad might happen, like God's punishment. So yeah, let's get out of here before God punish Law 48. Let's go escape impending doom. Let's get out of here, okay? It did occur to my mind. Yeah, yes. So I kind of foresaw a little bit, just a little bit. Not in specifics, but just a little bit. Yes, I did. As a student of history, yeah, history repeats itself, right? Yeah. As a student of history, okay, yeah, pattern recognition, history repeating itself. Yeah. But America did not have doomsday, okay? Law 48, yeah, there's still people who are surviving, thriving, okay? So they all didn't just die. There was no fire, brimstone, no. It was not quite doomsday scenario that happened, okay? It was not that bad, but still, it was pretty bad, okay? It get better. I'm optimistic, okay? I'm not a doomsday prophet. I'm even not a prophet, okay? Prophet is somebody very famous. I'm not famous. We take 5 minutes break, okay? I need some vocal rest, okay? That dryer is making too much noise. I'm gonna turn it off, okay? Uh, I turn it back on after this episode, okay? Noise is annoying, so 5 minutes break. Thank you. All right. So I'm not a prophet. I have never held public office, never been elected. So I'm prophet wannabe. Not really. Do I want to be a prophet? Do I want to be a saint? No. I want to drink. I want to smoke cigarettes. I'm also regular customer of this online adult film industry. Okay, so I don't want to be a prophet or saint. No, rather not. How about politician? Yeah, sure. I'm running. I'm a candidate. Politician wannabe. But I'm not a prophet wannabe. I don't want to be a prophet. I don't want to be a holy man. No. I want to drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, watch adult film industry products, and I want to enjoy long sleep Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Okay, I won't goof off like that. Okay, so but do I want to be a politician? Yeah. My attitude as a politician wanna be okay as a candidate for U.S. Senate, later on U.S. president. Okay, is this okay? We are adults. Okay, let's do our job as adults. Let's make this world a better place. Just maybe little by little. Okay, yeah. Let's do our job, just like our ancestors did. Let's do our part as current generation in order to bring better future for our future generation, our children. Okay, yeah, that's it. Mm. Let's learn from each other. We're only humans. We are no saints. We're not sons and daughters of God. We're dirty, okay, but we're ignorant. So let's learn from each other, okay? And let's keep studying, working, okay, make this world a better place, okay? Continue to invent, come up with new ideas. But let's not to be afraid of harming the nature, okay? Some of the notes I wrote, okay? Look, hyper environmentalism, ironically, it can be very toxic, poisonous, because it stems the growth of economy. Hyper environmentalism, okay? Like Obama, you have Biden, all those people, scientifically illiterate, okay? Who was this vice president under Bill Clinton? Al Gore? Something like that? Yeah. Yeah, just hyper environmentalism. Okay. By the way, Greenpeace is started in Alaska. Why? I ran into it. Okay, when I was studying paper mine, this EBD paper. Okay, it was not in that paper, but some related area I did research in Wikipedia. Okay, there was some nuclear bomb testing in Aleutian chain, something like twice. Okay, something like Amchaka Island. Okay, along Aleutian chains in Alaska. Back in 1970s, I think, or 60s, okay, under President Nixon, two nuclear bombs went off in Alaska, Aleutian chain. They were testing nuclear bomb like they used to do in Nevada, okay. Two nuclear bombs went off along Aleutian chains, okay. And environmentalists protested that, and that was the birth of Greenpeace. Greenpeace started in Alaska, okay. Interesting trivia, right? Yeah. I write about that in Pro Paper 3. Okay. I appreciate what they do. Okay. But yeah, back in the days they did the right thing, but nowadays they're doing too much. They're overdoing it. Okay. Hyper environmentalism, which is toxic and poisonous. This luxury ideology. Okay. Because we need to make money. Okay. So, but I guess Greenpeace people maybe they're well-to-do, maybe sons and daughters of wealthy parents, grandparents. But the rest of us, we don't have that. We need to make money. We need jobs. Okay. Sorry about golden spike exposure. Like, woo, woo. I feel so naked when my balding spot is exposed. Okay, so maybe some others, maybe guilty pleasure, maybe they get to see for a flash fraction of a second of my balding spot. I really do my best to hide. Okay. Oh, you're balding. You're aging, Asian. You say Asians don't age. Haha, look at you. You're losing hair. Yeah. You're losing hair like there's no tomorrow. Touche, okay, yeah. He makes a good joke. Laugh at me, I'm a class clown. When people laugh at me, I'm happy. As an entertainer, as a jokester, actor, stand-up comedian, sit-down comedian, okay, when people laugh at me, I'm happy, knowing that I did my job to make people happy and smile and laugh for a second, okay. Yeah. Welcome to humanology, okay? Anything goes. We talk about anything. All right. Yeah, I'm a rambling, drunken, rambling guy. Yeah. But hey, it's Saturday, okay? So weird, strange way to pursue happiness, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm weird. Uh, I'm a weirdo, but I'm not desperado. I'm not desperate. I'm not a criminal. Huh. But you are desperate for attention. Well, I do crave attention. That's why I go to karaoke bars and dance clubs. Okay, but mostly I sing and dance. I act as a performer, even if there's no audience. Like right now, I'm still happy. Okay, so yeah, I'm independent. Okay, so I don't depend on other people for happiness. Okay, yeah, I can be happy alone. Okay, yeah, so it's a kind of paramasturbatory. Like they said in the X File episode, was the title of that episode, X File. The Ghost Who Stole Christmas, paramasturbatory, pop psychology. Sure, whatever. But it's good, yeah. Okay. Independent happiness maker, okay. Happiness producer, right? Yeah. Producer of happiness. Kind of important concept, notable concept in humanology. Okay. Yeah. Producer of happiness. Okay. Like plant, a tree, a grass, all alone. They produce carbohydrate, right? Sunshine, water, some minerals, carbon dioxide. That's all they need to produce carbohydrates, fruits, grains. Yeah. That's what we do here. Okay. Producer of happiness as opposed to consumer of happiness. What is consumer of happiness? Bullies. Some people pick on others. Bullies. Criminals. Consumer of happiness. Okay. They steal somebody else's happiness. Bullies. We are not that. No. We produce our own happiness. Hard work, exercise, diet, study, work and study, exercise and diet. Okay. We produce our happiness and we give it to other people too. Oh, look at me. I'm so beautiful. I'm so pretty. I make other people happy because when they see me, they are happy because I'm so beautiful. I'm so pretty. Okay. I'm happiness giver. It's a very beautiful person. You know what? It takes a lot of work to be beautiful, beautiful, pretty like I am. I have to go shop, have some nice clothing. I have to launder this to smell nice. I have to take a shower, take a bath, do my haircut. It takes a lot of diligence to be beautiful and pretty. And handsome like me, I go to gym and I run and cardio, vascular exercise. I do push-ups and sit-ups, calisthenics, and to make just toned muscles, carved pecs and six packs. My gun, uh, my forearm, and I practice martial art too to have some charisma in order to prevent crimes around myself. I am. I study humor, sense of humor, comedy. So I try to make people laugh so that people would be happy and they don't commit crimes. I want people to be happy as an entertainer to prevent crimes because if people are happy, they're not angry. So world peace as a clown, comedian. When everybody's laughing, nobody's angry. Crimes shall cease to exist. Hallelujah. Epiphany. Oh, God, Jesus, thank you. Muhammad Allah, Confucius, Socrates. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Same card, okay? I've been acting, okay? That's how we do it here okay, in Humanize series, okay? Welcome to Humanize, okay? Anything goes. Yeah, yeah I'm drunk. So what? Huh? I learned this phrase. So what? Okay. From my American friends. Some of them Asian Americans, okay. Some of them females, some of them Caucasians, mixed race, African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans, Jewish Americans, Arabic, Middle Eastern Americans, okay. I have friends from all over. This is America. Great racial diversity, blacks, whites, browns, all different genders, okay, ideologies and politics, religions, okay. I have this swath, this wide variety, diversity of friends because I'm open-minded. They teach me good stuff, all different ages too, young people, old people, middle people, okay, yeah. Some of them are single, some of them are married with kids, some of them are grandparents, great grandparents, okay. I have friends different ages, genders, races, languages. This is America, okay? Yeah, I love that American diversity, okay? Very unique, right? All different walks of lives. Yeah, I've learned from all of them, okay? That's why I go to bars and clubs. When I go to bars and clubs, all different people, all different ages, races, socioeconomic classes. Some of them are single, some of them are married. They could be male, female, Democrats, Republicans, whatever. Okay. When I go to bars and clubs, I talk to all of them. I listen to all of them. Okay. And I learn great, good deals. Very smart people. Okay. Yeah. Typical bar club scene in Alaska. All different races, all different ages, all different genders. Okay. We tend to get along very well up here in Alaska. Okay. You go to a bar and club, all different ages, races, genders. You just get along very well. We behave. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. And I tell you, typical bar clubs in Alaska. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm a regular. Okay. Then we repair okay, because I'm kind of getting drunk. Right. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. So. Yeah, we repair okay. Then I start singing and dancing this YouTube music videos hooked up to my big screen TV over there. Yeah. To learn some more dancing style. Okay. So that tonight, yeah, after a long nap, after I get stone cold sober, 9 o'clock p.m. Right now it's like 2 o'clock p.m. Okay. I take a nap, eat some food, okay, and go to dance club, karaoke bars, and do some dancing, okay. But after this episode, yeah, I'm gonna play some music video in YouTube and learn some dancing, different dancing styles, okay. Okay, right, 5 minutes, please. Thank you. All right. So, I mean, I was gonna talk about something, but I forgot. Okay, because during the cigarette break, I went to social websites like Facebook. Yeah, I subscribe to these all different groups. Okay, some of them photography, of animals, or birds, owls, mushrooms, like mycology. Okay, yeah. So I was so wrapped up in this beautiful pictures they took of nature, like mushrooms. So I have no idea. I don't remember what I was going to talk about. Okay, so if it's important enough, it will come up again. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So maybe we can talk about this uh, prediction, prophecy. Okay, after 2015, okay, legalization of gay marriage in America, Supreme Court decision to Barack Obama. Okay, yeah, it's gonna go down in a very bad light in American political history. Okay. LGBT ideology, yeah, I don't see anything good in there. I think it's 100% purely bad. Very satanic, devilish, okay? I mean, I respect people's right to choose their own personal lifestyle. I do respect people's freedom to subscribe to whatever ideologies out there, okay? But I have some recommendations. I think LGBT ideology is not good at all. So I recommend against subscription to LGBT ideology. Okay, because I care about them. Okay, it's like dead end. Okay, there's just no good in there. Okay, they think yeah, it's like stock price, ideological stock price, the stock market. Okay, they invest in this rising ideology like LGBTism or BLM, January 6th, Trumpism, COVID-19 alarmism or climate change alarmism. Okay, it's like stock price. They go up and down. Ideological stock market. Okay, they invest in those rising ideologies because most people, yeah, they're like sheeple. Okay, they want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, something bigger than life, larger than life. All right, yeah, but me, I'm anti-majoritarianism. Okay, I'm pro-minoritarianism. I feel more comfortable being a minority, ideologically or otherwise. It's just my upbringing in my background. Okay, I like challenges. I like being minority. I like being different. Okay, Mm. But left and right, Democrats, Republicans, they have their roles. Adversarial political system, just like in a judicial system, adversarial system, you have defendants lawyers, plaintiffs lawyers. They become very thorough, cross examination. Okay, it's good. Two party system in America, yeah, Democratic, Republican, yeah, it's so good. Okay, when Democrats are when Democrats are wrong, like Biden, Obama, we have Republicans to criticize them, correct them. Okay, when Republicans are wrong, like Trump, yeah, we have Democrats to criticize them, to correct them. Okay. Yes, it's like checks and balances. It's so good. Okay, so now prophecy. Yeah, 2015, America was engulfed and swallowed up by this ideological behemoth, Leviathan, huge ideology, LGBTism. Okay, it devoured and conquered America. 2015. Obama, you have the Justice Kennedy, Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court. Okay, LGBT ideology, LGBT people, people who subscribe to LGBT ideology. man to man, women to woman, and transgender, LGBT, queer, like lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and asexual. Look, I'm not asexual. I'm plain vanilla heterosexual. Okay, I find women very attractive and desirable. All right, I'm plain vanilla heterosexual. Okay, so I appreciate and respect people's freedom, their rights, free choice to be LGBT ideology, subscription. I get it. Okay, but I don't recommend it. Why? I don't think it's any. I do not think it's good. I think it's very bad. Not natural. Okay, too artificial construction. So I mean, yeah, that's what I think. I just voice my objection. That's it. But I respectfully. Okay? Some of my friends, LGBT community members, yeah, they're everywhere. Okay, but it's like 2, 3, 4, 5% of people, minority. But their political power is majoritarian, mainstream in America. Even some Republicans, Christians, conservatives, they subscribe to this pro-LGBTism. Okay, they say like Senator Zamokorski. Okay, yeah, or Mr. Trump. Oh yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with LGBT, the gay marriage. Yeah, I will attend. I'm President Trump. I will attend. Yeah, the Elton John's gay marriage. He married a man. President Trump said, "Yeah, it's a beautiful marriage, beautiful love." Okay, sellouts, right? He's that's Trump. That's Senator Samukorski. Okay, sellouts, right? I'm not one of those people. So, 2015, America being swallowed up by this bad ideology, metaphysical pathogen, that tells me America is very weak. Okay. Yeah, metaphysical pathogen like virus, like COVID-19. Okay. I'm healthy. I do exercise diet, push ups, sit ups, 2 mile run. Okay. Not 2 miles, maybe 1 mile or half a mile. Okay. But I'm blessed with my mentors, parents, grandparents, friends who discipline me. Okay, my former bosses, current colleagues, current bosses, they discipline me. Okay, so they keep me to diet, exercise, work, study. So I'm a very healthy person. Okay, so yeah, when pathogens come, my healthy immune system overcome all those pathogens. I have been vaccinated twice, Pfizer vaccine twice. Okay, because I had to. I didn't want to. I don't think. I do not think. Still, it was not. It was not necessary at all. Okay. Do I wear a mask if they want me to? Yeah, to make them feel more comfortable because I'm a politician, right? I don't want to offend anybody. Okay. They want me to wear a mask. I will wear it. Okay. They want to have some COVID-19 vaccine. I get it. Okay. And I did twice. Pfizer vaccine. Okay. For free. Okay. My kind and generous employers even reimbursed me for that travel to that vaccination site. She's like 20 miles away. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay. Reimbursement. Okay, gas money. Okay, yeah. So back in 2015, okay, I saw America being engulfed, devoured by this bad ideology, LGBT ideology. Okay. So that's a sign that America has become very weak nation. Metaphysical pathogen, metaphysical virus like LGBT ideology or BLM ideology, COVID-19 alarmism, climate change alarmism, bad ideologies, this metaphysical malaise, melody, not exactly mental disease, maybe somewhat OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. All they talk about in NPR, they talk about COVID-19, they talk about BLM, obsessive compulsive disorder, okay. All they talk about in NPR, National Public Radio, is COVID-19, mental illness, okay. But in humanology, it's a metaphysical malaise, melody, okay. Bad ideologies, okay. Yeah. So if Americans are so weak to get infected by LGBT ideology back in 2015, logically speaking, okay, not by some prophetic, this biblical Christianity based Sodom and Gomorrah, Pompeii, okay. Besides that, if we want to explain logically and scientifically, humanologically, okay, 2015, LGBT ideology, bad ideology, devouring, conquering America. It means America is a very weak nation, weak people. Yeah, and there are other metaphysical pathogens. Metaphysical pathogens, they're like virus, they mutate. Yeah, later on, yeah, COVID-19, there's more physical virus, but BLM, metaphysical virus. And climate change alarmism, metaphysical virus. COVID-19 alarmism, metaphysical virus. That's what's plaguing, infecting, being very contagious in America today. Okay. All I noticed back in 2015 when I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan, is that America was weakening. So I had to get out of there. Lower 48. Hawaii, never been there. I cannot speak for Hawaii. Okay. Never been there. I don't have money to travel to Hawaii. It's expensive. So my friends did go to Hawaii. I didn't. I've never been to Florida, never been to Louisiana, Miami, Florida, or New Orleans, Louisiana, or Waikiki, Hawaii. Never been there. Spring break places. I don't have money to go there, okay? But 2015, yeah, legalization of gay marriage. Yeah, America is being weakened. Some inheritance money. America, okay, 2020, I mean, 2015, lazy heirs of hardworking, law-abiding citizens, past generations, okay? America has weakened. They just hand it down with free money. So what do they do? Tattoos, piercings, marijuana, gay marriage, COVID-19 alarmism, climate change alarmism, luxury ideology, lux ideal, okay, weakened. Well, pro-Trumpism. So yeah, I came to Alaska to get away from it all. Right? Yeah, so I didn't foresee every single detail, but I mean, after the fact, because after I came to Alaska 6 years ago, I studied some history. Yeah, history repeats itself, right? Okay, let's wrap it up for this episode, okay? Thank you. Bye. Okay. We continue tomorrow. Okay. Or tonight. Thank you. Bye.